Hi, welcome to our learning need analysis with backward design and inclusivity. First, I will talk about the gap analysis. Previous research reported that the result indicates that the average problem-solving skills of children are at the developing stage, highlighting the need for stimulation that aligns with their developmental level. These findings demonstrate that problem-solving skills among kindergarten children require further development through appropriate learning experiences. Since many children are still at the development level, providing appropriate learning experiences is essential to strengthen these skills. Therefore, problem solving skills remain an important area of study. As understanding how they can be effectively development may contribute to improving children's learning and overall development. According to the Ontario Kindergarten Program, overall expectations include number one, communicate with others in a variety of ways, for a variety of purpose and in a variety of context. Number four, demonstrate an ability to use problem solving skills in a variety of contexts, including social context. Number 13, use the processes and skills of an inquiry stance, such as questioning, planning, predicting, observing, and communicating. The specific expectation include 1.6. Use language, verbal and nonverbal communication to communicate their thinking, to reflect and to solve problems. 4.1. Use a variety of strategies to solve problems, including problem arriving in a social situations, such as trial and error, checking and guessing, cross-checking, looking ahead and back to find material to add or remove. 13.2. Make predictions and observations before and during investigations. 13.3. Select and use materials to carry out their own explorations. Subject matter consideration. In the Ontario Kindergarten Program, children develop problem solving strategies from first hand exploration and from exchanging ideas with other children and with adults, all of which can help them to see things from different point of view. However, many children still rely on adults to solve problems and may not yet use multiple strategies or reflect on their thinking. This learning experience will support children in developing basic problem solving skills, including identifying problems, trying different solutions, and reflecting on outcomes through play based and collaboration activities. The target learners are kindergarten children between 4 to 6 years old in Ontario play-based classrooms. In terms of background knowledge, most kindergarten children already have some basic problem-solving experience in their daily lives and play. They may have solved simple problems such as sharing toys, completing puzzles, building blocks, or deciding to take turn in play. Through these experiences, children begin to understand that a problem may have multiple solutions. Step 1. Identifying the learning outcome. The student will be able to use simple language or gesture to share their thinking with peers and educators during problem solving activities. Use simple problem solving strategies such as trial and error, guessing, checking, adjusting when working through challenges in play based situations. Select materials intentionally to test ideas and solve problems in hands on learning context. Reflect on and explain their thinking process during problem solving experiences. Step 2. Determining evidence. Teachers will observe children during structured and unstructured activities, such as play based learning and group problem solving tasks. Observation, note running record, and anecdotal record will be used to document how children identify problems, try different solutions, and interact with peers. Teacher will also use simple questioning to understand children's thinking processes during activities. Parents will be included as partners by sharing information about children's problem solving experiences at home. The kindergarten communication of learning will be used to report children's progress. Assessment will be based on developmental experiences and will help teachers adjust instructions and provide appropriate support for diverse learning needs. Here is a checklist sample.
Step 3. Learning plan. Here are some supportive learning activity that plan for the children to develop their problem-solving skills, such as puzzle, construction, and building games, science experiment, cooperative games, books, visual cards. Learning Plan 1 Puzzles. Children develop their problem solving skills by manipulating puzzles of different difficulty levels and matching shapes, colors, numbers of pictures. As they use trials and errors to find the correct pieces, they learn to think critically, recognize patterns, and persist when faced with challenges. Learning Plan 2 Construction and Building Games. By providing a variety of building materials such as Lego, magnetic tiles, cups, popsicle sticks, pour noodles, large blocks, light blocks, magnetic blocks, and soft blocks, children develop problem solving skills through designing and constructing towers, bridges, houses, vehicles, and other structures. They experience with different building strategies, think about stability and balance, and make a judgment to prevent their creation from falling down. Learning Plan 3 Science Experiments. Through hand on science experience, children develop problem solving skills by asking questions, making predictions, observing outcomes, exploring different ideas, and testing possible solutions. This inquiry based experience encourages children to think critically and learn from the results of their investigations. Learning Plan 4 Cooperative Games. Through cooperative games, children develop problem solving skills by communicating, collaborating, and sharing ideas with their peers to achieve a common goal. They learn to negotiate, take turns, listen to others' perspectives, and work together to solve challenges. Learning Plan 5 Books. Through reading a variety of storybooks, children develop problem solving skills by exploring how characters face and overcome challenges. Educators can encourage children to think independently by asking open ended questions, such as, what do you think the character should do? Or can you think of another solution? This helps children analyze situations, consider different perspectives, and generate their own solution to problems. Learning Plan 6 Visual cards. Visual problem solving cards help children to develop social problem solving skills by providing examples of common conflicts and possible solutions. When disagreements arise, such as two children wanting the same toys, the cards encourage children to identify the problem, communicate their feeling, negotiate with one another, and choose an appropriate solution independently. Universal Design for Learning (UDL) is a framework for designing flexible instructional environments and proactively integrating support that address learners' variability. This learning plan uses a variety of materials and activities to help children develop problem-solving skills. And these diverse activities support different learning styles and meet the needs of children with special needs by providing multiple ways to participate. Accessibility. Children with special needs can take part in all of these activities with appropriate support. For example, children with autism spectrum disorder can benefit from visual cards and clear step-by-step instruction. Children with speech or language delay can use picture cards, gesture, or body movement to communicate, such as acting out animal during the guessing game. Children with fine motor challenge or visual impairments can use larger puzzle pieces and bigger blocks that are easier to handle. Children with physical disability can adapt cooperate games by using their hands or feet to pass a ball or coin, and they can use light blocks or larger floor blocks to build and solve problems. Children with visual impairments can also participate in science experiments by exploring materials through touch and asking questions. This adaptation helps ensure that every child can actively participate and develop problem-solving skills in an inclusive learning environment. Connect to Piaget's cognitive development theory. Piaget believed that children learn by actively exploring and solve problems through hand-on experience. He explained that knowledge is not a copy of reality. To know an object is to act on it. In this learning plan, children develop problem-solving skills by matching puzzles, building with Lego and blocks, and exploring science experience such as oblique fizzing reaction and oil and water. This hand-on experience encourages children to think, experience, and solve problems through trials and error. Connect to Vygotsky's social cultural theory. Vygotsky believed that children develop higher level thinking through interaction with adults and peers. He states, what a child can do with assistance today, she will able to do by herself tomorrow. In this learning plan, children develop problem-solving skills through cooperative game, both discussion, and group science activities. Educators support children learning by asking questions, modeling problem-solving strategy, and using visual cards, while children work together to share ideas and find solutions. Reflection and improvement. Throughout this learning experience, I will observe and gather feedback from children through their participation, interaction, and response during problem solving activities. I will reflect on how well the learning activity assessment and inclusive strategies support children's ability to identify problems, explore different solutions, and work collaboratively with others. I will make improvements based on my observations, assessment results, and children's individual learning needs. I will adjust the activities materials, and level of support to ensure that every child has meaningful opportunities to develop problem solving skills in an engaging and inclusive learning environment.
Here's are our references. Thank you for watching.